Making my way downtown. Let's change you to you, you to you. Excusez-moi. Bum, 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 bum. Well, hello. My music? Why did you go all watery? Okay. I tell you what, these spiders really fuck you up. Oh, there you are, you little bastard. 0, 0. Armory ruins. Relative. Let's do 60, 30. And then we'll do 10 and 90, 100. We'll see how that works out. Huh. Okay. Okay. So far, everything looks alright. Lots of materials. Hmm. It's not bad, but it's empty. Oh, I didn't see you. Mark 2. So it just spawns. I'll have to work on the interior. So, what I should do is unify these two because they're the same thing. But this just has a... Okay, let's do that. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay. Coffee. Coffee is great. I love coffee. It's gonna be the hardest drug to quit. Coffee. Huh. Where? Oh, here? Well, I can actually just delete this one. What is today? Thursday? Thursday. So I gotta put together... Okay. So there was only one town. Good, 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 good. Ah, a skeleton. What? That's not right. Oh, I'm in World's End. Oh, okay. I thought I was in a Holy Nation city. I was about to lose my shit. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this song? So annoying. Okay, so there's no lost armor stores. Done. And then we need a lost lab. Is there a lost lab? No. I know what you are. So maybe I change you to... Yes. You know what I saw on the news yesterday that kind of blew my mind is that apparently inflation is getting so bad in the US that they're smuggling eggs across the border. I guess that's what happens when you have 163 different processing and food plants in the United States that burn down or are destroyed. Pretty sure it's more than that since the early 2000s. What's up, Jordan? Okay. Okay. It was crashing without telling me it was crashing. Okay. So... So here's what I want to do. I want to do 5 and 95, and then fill amount do 50. I have no idea what that is. Never even heard of it. I spent like 2 hours today messing around with my mic settings, and I realized that my OBS, I set my compressor way too high. So it was like, instead of it smoothly cutting me off or smoothly bringing me in, it was like full stop cutting me off. So a bunch of my words were being like heavily compressed, and then because they were being heavily compressed, a bunch of my other filters were just cutting them out all entirely. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I think I sound pretty good, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I sound good to you guys, or better to you guys. I sound normal, like normal as in if we were talking face to face, or normal as in like I don't sound any different at all. maybe a little crackle. Well, if I sound better, then you know that's a plus. If I sound worse, that's obviously not what I want. Mom, get the hell out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft. Okay, so that was what, 6 ancient science books? 3, 4, 7. That's not bad. Holy shit, that bird is big. Sorry, I was looking outside. Also, Ranger, let me know how I sound. I was saying probably before you came in that I was messing with my sound settings like all day. Well, not all day, but like 2-3 hours. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, I sound better. I'm still looking at new mics. I think what I want to get is the Blue Yeti Snowball because it's got a small form factor and it's supposed to be really good. Sounds like 2% better. Okay, better is better though. So if my voice is coming across a lot more clear, then that's a good thing. But something that I was thinking about is getting the Blue Yeti Snowball because it's supposed to be pretty good for streaming, recording, and stuff like that. Instead of the headset mic I have now. Yeah. This is what it looks like. But it's only got two polar patterns. It's cardioid, so it does front, and then it does stereo, which is back and front. Where's it at? Oh, it has 3. So it's oh, okay. Cardioid, yeah. And then sharp 48. Oh, so it's cardioid and omni. But I was also thinking about getting maybe this one or this one. This one, I think. Yeah. Anyways, just something I'm. Right, but my thing is like headset mics aren't going to be good no matter how much I want them to be. They're just not adequate enough for recording, which is the big issue here. Now, if I had a Apple headset, there's some shenanigans, or if I had an Apple phone and with the headset, there's some shenanigans I could pull off with that, and I know I could make that sound quality good. There's a YouTuber I watched, and I helped him set up his, because he records mostly TikToks and video shorts, but he does it all through the little headset mic. And I helped him set up his audio settings. So, let's make you maybe like 35. But yeah, my thing is like, I spent, $100 some odd on my headset that I have now because the mic was supposed to be good and the sound quality. Unfortunately, the sound quality is good, but the mic is fucking garbage. It's got cool features. It's got, it has like a dual sensor mic, so the front is towards my voice and the back is away from my voice, and the back is supposed to help with noise suppression, so it records everything, I guess technically, quote unquote, in front of my mouth and suppresses that automatically. But the thing is that it doesn't. The sound itself isn't very good. So if I can get something small form factor like the Snowball, or even the Yeti Nano, because I think they're about the same price, then I'd be better off. Yeah, I checked a lot of reviews. I even asked a bunch of questions on Reddit and stuff like that, and found a bunch of stuff on Reddit, and then I found a couple reviews on it. Huh. Two. So we have 2 science books so far. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So we have 2 science books so far. Okay, that's way more appropriate. Actually, what I probably should do... No, I'm okay with that, because players can still buy them from the great library. Which I gotta fucking... Jesus Christ, that interior's gonna take me forever. Have you guys seen the new plans the plans for the new Great Library that I want to make. Hold on, let me find the goddamn picture. Because so hold on. Let me first do this. Black scratch. No. I mean, he'll be fixed in the 9.0 update. But I want to show you something that Moron was working on. And I was like, yeah, I want that. Since there's only a handful of you guys here, and only a handful of people watch the YouTube VODs. So, this thing right here, Moron is going to turn this into a building. So this thing right here will be the Great Library. And if you look at it, this down here, hold on. This is a person. This tiny little orange dot is a person. So this entire thing is going to be the Great Library. And it'll be smack dab in the center of the city. I have no idea what Moron plans. I don't think he plans to use it anymore. Yeah, most of them are just props. But yeah, so it's going to be one giant tower. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. Meaning I won't even need this interior anymore. No, wait. Um, so I think what I want to do is this city won't have any homes. In fact, it likely won't even have any world states whatsoever. because the way I want to reset up the city is like this guy will sell mid-tier crossbows, but he will have a chance to sell all crossbow blueprints. And then like this guy is a construction shop, I think. So he'll sell like a bunch of construction materials. This guy is a travel shop, so he'll sell traveling stuff, but he will also sell like blueprints. So like this town will be the town you go and you use to get blueprints that you can't find anywhere else. And then the Great Library, once it becomes this tower, the Great Library will be the place where you go to get research materials, excluding AI cores. But yeah, so if I add homes to this city, players are going to want to live out of it, which creates a couple issues. One, the town isn't going to be able to defend itself because players are going to be living there, and then none of the NPCs regenerate, meaning that if the Great Library dies, then you lose your only regenerating source of your only consistent source of regenerating books and stuff like that, research materials, artifacts, research artifacts. So there's not going to be any houses here, but there also won't be any world states. So the town won't flip at all, but it should be able to keep a consistent like guard base. Mostly because I don't know how the ruins themselves will balance out in playtesting. So what I want to do is I want to leave this as a hard backup for all players, because if I don't, then what I may end up doing is as I increase as I increase stuff, like you'll go through your core and stuff like that, and the requirements, I'll have to map out all the vanilla requirements and then make sure that I ship them in the correct positions. But the one thing I don't want to do is lock players into not being able to complete anything unless they make like a bad choice, like they kill off the Western hivers and all of a sudden they can't buy their blueprints, right? That's a choice the player made, and now that's a choice they have to live through with their playthrough. But if a player is smart enough and they go out and they find the blueprints and they do the technology research and they get the tech levels and stuff like that, I don't want to lock players into such a position that they can't finish all tech if they're smart about it. So that's what I'm using Black Scratch for. Yeah. Well, I know you're not smart. You'd be the kind of person who would just wage war on the world and then be like, why can't I complete anything? So yeah, this is a hard backup. It's a hard save for the player. I don't know. I think you're pretty smart, Paramount. Also, what's up? No, not a new mic. I just changed my mic settings. I was talking to Ranger and I was talking to Jordan, and they were like, yeah, you sound the same, maybe 2% better. And I was like, okay, thanks. That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. Yeah, hold on. Let's go here. So I put a hard limiter on it, so it stops at the red, so it doesn't peak so high. And then, oh wait, I guess you guys can't see what I'm talking about. So, yeah, so this is pretty much as high as high as it will go. It literally won't go any higher than this. So, yeah. And then I also optimized how the compressor works because I didn't realize it, but I had my gate, my noise gate. I had it at like 10-1, so it was cutting off a lot of my words, which obviously wasn't working very well. But then I also realized even if this isn't open, it had like a secondary voice gate, and then the mic volume was like all the way down here, and then it had like a bunch of the other enhancements, so it was like layering filters on top of itself. So this is the only thing I'm using right now, the voice clarity, and what it does is it's kind of like it's kind of like an EQ, but it focuses rather than on everything. It focuses solely on my voice. I mean, I have my own EQ too, but it helps boost my voice a little bit. So yeah, hopefully it sounds better. Yeah, and then what the fuck was I doing? Where was I even? Where was I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. Let me see. Yeah, and that was because my compressor was too high. So I don't remember when I followed my audio tutorial, but for some reason I had I did something wrong, but my compressor rate was like 10-1 and not like 2-1 or 4-1, which is generally what everybody um, sets theirs to. For some reason, I set mine to 10-1, and so it was like hard cutting me off, way faster than it was. And then my attack and my release frame was super high. Also for some reason, so I don't remember why I did that or why I would have done that, but I think I probably just ended up following a tutorial wrong. Yeah, I was telling Ranger and them earlier. I think what I might do is get something like the snowball, the Blue Yeti snowball, or maybe like the Razer Saren Mini or whatever it's called, like some cheapo mic, something under like 50ish or around 50ish dollars. Um, and that should give me way better mic audio. Yeah, everybody keeps recommending this. I saw this recommended a lot too. I might get this. I don't know, because my thing is like, I'm not even... Yeah. But I also have, so one thing that I was looking at was like, what is in my local brick and mortars, like Target, Best Buy, stuff like that. So I wanted to be mindful of that, and most of them have like Blue Yeti stuff, which is why I was thinking Blue Yeti, because it would literally be easy to, you know, get the money and then walk into the brick and mortar store and then plug and play. Okay, so we have 4 here. Brick and mortar. But yeah, so I was thinking brick and mortar store over anything else, because once I have the money, then I can just walk into the store, get a mic, and then it's set up, it's done, right? And I want to get something that I know is highly recommended. But yeah. So I don't have to wait. Because if I do online, then I have to wait. And I want to get the mic as fast as I can. Oh, I read that entire question wrong. Why do stores sell mortars? I thought you were... I completely missed that. I thought you were asking, like, why do brick and mortar stores? Brick and mortar? Well, their stores are typically made out of brick and mortar. Or, I guess, concrete. But you call them brick and mortar because that's typically what most stores are made with, bricks and or mortar, at least up until the early 2000s. No, it's not a store chain. It's like the building itself is made from bricks and mortar. Hold on. Brick and mortar refers to a physical presence of an organization or business in a building or other structure. So like a physical building. No, it's fine. I'm not adding strip clubs, damn it, Jordan. Oh, so I'll do this tomorrow. So when we come back to stream. So now what I can do on stream. Oh, so I can now do video sharing, and I'm 90% positive I can do it with channel points. So, like if you go here, this is set to 5,000 channel points. So you should be able to share a link now. Meaning that what I may not even need, well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then, so I can also do, you know, like,
hello.
Yeah. Horny bonk.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
But yeah, so what I can do now is add in channel points. What did you say? No, you have to do it through the let me see. Hold on. So you have to do it through this. Let me see. So these are bits, and then I have this, but this is like text to speech. This is text to speech. So you can do something text to speech for 500 bits. Yeah, but people would have to donate the to play videos. Like I'm not stupid enough to let people use channel points for like videos, but I would probably set it to something like $5, 500 bits, so $5, because a bit is 1 penny, so 500 bits, so $5 to say something, and then I would have like I would have it on some kind of delay, so maybe like 5 minutes. But yeah, so then I can also do cool stuff with channel points instead of requiring bits. And then I've got the channel raid and subscription and follows. Like this one, whenever you follow.
Hello, motherfucker.
So, and then this one, whenever you sub. Oh wait, whenever you sub. And then whenever you gift a sub.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait. Everybody, calm down.
And then channel raids are What is this?
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this is the and then they're doing like stream alerts is doing so much stuff. They've got so many oh, and I added the Ko-Fi button. So which is also down here. But yeah, so the Ko-Fi button has let me see. Buttons and widgets, stream alerts.
New donation from someone.
Yeah. So I've got it all set up pretty well. But yeah, just some interesting stuff I thought was cool. They've got a bunch of hold on. Let me close myself out here. I'm not gonna tell you which one is boron. You have to guess which one is boron. Did you guys have no idea how much I love this bot? Now that I've got it set up right. Instead of finding okay, it's an alt. I don't even have to. That was easy. It is indeed one of the people in the picture. Okay, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, so do I want to do a lost lab? Yes, let's do a lost lab. But what do I want to do it in? Because I don't want to do it in a citadel. I am indeed doing everything. Okay. So I have abandon. What I really need to figure out is what the fuck to do with this. Give me the goddamn squad. Give me the squad. They all have long hair. Oh no, I guess they don't all have long hair. I mean, I'm not going to tell you which one is him, but it's funny. It's funny because I remember Boron, the very first time Boron showed me that picture, um, within 3 seconds, I was like, this one is you. And he was like, what the fuck? He's like, how did you know? Yeah, Boron's a really good looking dude. I think it's my internet. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. My no, it's my internet. So you're supposed to be in the swamp. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back up. Oh, and so, getting headache tea. Nice. But do I want to do a lost lab? Yes, yes, yes. But what do I want to do it in? So, how about we make this guy lost lab? Lost lab outpost. And then only 4 in game. Let's not do that many because it's going to have a lot of loot. 3 in game. Cannibals. Swamps. And then somewhere in Royal Valley. So kind of in a straight line. Okay. So then what we need is a lab. Oh, but I already have... Okay. Yeah, that's a unique lab. Oh, but I already have a lab ruins. So what I need now... So like the crumbling ruins with the gorilla. King Gorillo. So now what I need is to replace with copy, and then what I'm gonna call you is Lost Lab. And then we'll go to you, close, lab outpost. Okay. Who is speaking on my server? Oh. Ooh, Venice. Venice. Thanks, Venice. Give me Discord. That's okay. Sorry, hold on. I don't think I put that town down. Oh yeah, I did. I put it down where Ska was. And then I removed it. Okay. Where did it spawn me? In drag? No, not drag. Okay. Let's see. Discover all towns. Okay. Maybe what I should do is replace. Hold on, Newtown. Actually, fuck it. I don't feel like typing this out on my phone. Long roll. Rot. Shard. Mudtown. West Hiver villages. West Hiver capital. Southern Hiver villages. Newtown changes to check out. Holy Nation gear and armor. Prayer day. Let's see. The ancient vaults. Let's see. Any notable stuff, any super notable stuff, any super notable stuff. Check ranches. Add mag. Squint. Veins Pass. Dennis. Give me the game. Thank you. Excuse-moi. Okay. Give me Discord. Thank you. Mute. Okay. I mean, minimize. Alright, so what do I want to do? That's Carsey. I want to move the Twin Blades closer to maybe like here. and add secondary. So maybe what I will do, see, Tower of Madness is there, Tadpole is there. Maybe what I should do, okay, let's go here and then just work on the goddamn town itself, because otherwise I'm going to spend all goddamn day trying to figure out where I should place these. Lost, lab, outpost, town, save. Okay. So you will spawn. Let's see. Outpost S1. So 1, 2, 3. So then 4. This isn't going to be the final town, by the way. I'm just trying to make sure I understand what's being spawned. And then Armory, Ruin. And then Ruin Tech Loot. So Armory is the S3, is the S2. And then you're a Citadel, but I don't really want to use a Citadel. Hmm. Okay, so... Damn, how do I want to do this? Give me 1 sec, hold on. Like if I do this, not you, Citadel. Okay, I can do a lab like this. Ancient lab, and then does it have... It does not, but... Let's see, let's do... this, and then Citadel ramps. We'll do that. So, Armory Ruin. So what I will likely do for the Lost Labs is I think I don't think I will have any intact buildings. And instead, you see. So, nothing intact. What is tech loot? What do you spawn with? Where do you spawn? Ancient vaults. Where the fuck am I at? Modding. Let's see. Let's swear here. Threads. Sorry. Gotta make sure I'm supporting the people that pay. Where would it be at? Genesis. Is it in Genesis? No, it's not. It's in Kenshi. Where, oh where? Can you add an embassy that your allies can set up shop in with fighters to help you in case you're attacked normally? Not really. So the way the whole defense thing is supposed to work, one sec. Okay, so the way the defense is supposed to work, I'll just show you on the map. So, like, let's say you live in the northern UC territory, right? You live somewhere in here. So, if you live here, you're allied with the UC, and let's say that the Holy Nation attacks you from, like, Bast or something like that. What you're supposed to do, or what's supposed to happen, is your ally, the United Cities, will spawn from their closest city to their outpost. Now, one thing I will do is I will add military patrols in stuff like the Shek Kingdom area, the Holy Nation area, and these guys in the UC area. So if you're allied with them, they'll spawn, your allies will spawn from the closest nest to you. Alright, Paramo. Have a good one, man. Your allies will spawn from the closest nest to you, but they'll be weighted super low so they don't overtake all the other dangerous nests and stuff like that. And then eventually, sometime during this update cycle, I'll have to go through and balance all the nests so that they're weighted properly and they're not overtaking each other. Plug this in. Okay. But the reason I have, let me see. The reason I have stuff like Static Adventures Guild Rally Points is because that gives players the options to head to that rally point so they can help protect the recruits coming in. Alright, so let's try this. Okay. 2, 2, 5, 2. There is not an ETA. Not a solid one anyway. Just whenever it's ready. The time frame I am working for is early July. Doesn't mean that it'll take that long. What? No. Doesn't mean the time frame will take that long, and it doesn't mean that it will be that quick either. Just something I'm trying. Okay, so what about you? Yeah. The crown means that he is a Twitch. He has Twitch Prime. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm okay with this lab. So rather than a library, it'll be a lab. And it'll have an armory ruin. What are you? You're a... What are you? Okay, so we have an armory ruin. We have a library ruin. Another library ruin. Library ruin. And okay, so first off, let's see what the fuck is in this lab. Lost lab. Ancient lab ruins. Show references. And okay. So you are good. So then that brings me to the ancient lab. And then the fill amount. Okay, so let's see. So there is no food here, that's fine. So then most of the loot will be upstairs. Multiple science books. Science book. Damn, players really gonna have to search for this shit. Hmm. Ranger is indeed your second personality. Okay, so let's balance you. You would have less damaged books. No. 60, 80, 100. Let's do 55. Motor. 80. Power core. We'll do less presses, so 30. No repair kits. And then because books are higher, we'll do 20 for the books. 90, 90, 90, 90. So that should weight it. Okay. So that should weight it and the Ashland domes. And then what I want to do is let's make you fill for 125, save, and close. Bum, 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 bum. Bear in mind if you're still watching this, Hugh. If you so I don't know if you're still here, Hugh, but if you are, you can sub on Twitch, and so long as you're on the server, you'll get access to the donor area. You can also sub through the server or sub through the bot. This bot. Twitch Prime is obviously free, but what it allows you to do is to get access to the donor chat, and it gives you a private feedback area with all supporters, including people who boost. So if you have Discord Nitro, you can also boost the server, but you can also check the pins for the beta. But am I free? I'm not viable, which may be a little disappointing for some people to hear. But I would, if I was viable, I would cost a lot of money per month. Okay. And then I think what we will do. Oh wait, if you guys have any recommendations for what mods to play this weekend, let me know. Because I have no idea what I want to play yet. I'm not playing a goddamn booba mod. What the fuck would I review? Wow, the boobs bounce? That's a 5-second video. Oh, one thing I do want to start doing is uploading the clips. The Twitch clips. Okay, so 4 there. And 1 there. So I have 1, 5, 9, 13. 13 books, huh? So let's tweak you a little bit. Let's do Ancient Lab, and then we will do 90. Yeah, I could. I just wanted to know if you guys had any mods you would like to see played on stream. And obviously I'm not going to do overhaul mods. Okay. So then what do I want this town to be? So I think what I will do is do 1-1, 1-2. So So 1 library, 1 armory, 1 tech loot, and 1 lost lab. And then if it has any others, it should spawn canyon spiders. Blood spiders. Yeah, King racist. I am indeed not going to play Odyssey. I don't need to see Genesis just repackaged and reshipped. Just the same old thing slathered on top of the more of the same old thing. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Although I probably won't use this building. What I will likely use instead is this building. Citadel. So something like the D outpost. The D. The D. So it looks really ruined. And then this should still have all the labs, right? Lab 3? Is that what it is? Pretty sure that's not it. It's lab number 2. Yeah, okay, there. That's fine. Okay, so now we have this template done. Done. Okay, so now what we need are the ancients. Ancient. Ancient, ancient, ancient. So what would I do with... Let me see. Library. Okay, so I will not do... So there will be no ancient libraries. No, I'm So workshops are easy. Okay. And then an ancient lab. And then what are you? Where do you spawn? Ancient tech lab, huh? What's up? Huh? Kind of. I know your face, that's for sure. Okay. Duplicate. Ancient lab. Town, add ancient labs. Tech lab. Oh great, now I have the hiccups. Tech lab. And then duplicate ancient workshop. Town, add. Okay, you can go away. Just as a reminder, there will be no stream tomorrow. I've got to record the Genesis update video. Okay, let's see. Let's check out the labs first. You can go away, OBS. Ancient lab. Ooh. Where am I at? Okay, obedience. Alright, let's do it. Let's use the same template. Lady Mama. So what I should do for these ancient labs is add enforcers here. Tech, CPU, ancient. There's supposed to be an AI core here, right? Oh, that's Tech Lab. And then animals, add serves. Two, 4, and then 4, 8. Alright, so close this. Let me see, I should make this. Where did you go? Here. Then this. And then what I should do is make this 95. Then 5. Let's just make it 50-50. Ba-na-ba-na. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay. Oh, Forbidden Isle, huh? Okay. Come on, Slowpoke. Okie dokie. There's a motor. So one thing I'm excited about is actually making these useful, like the motors and stuff like that. Making them non-craftable but buyable. Okie dokie. So let's see. Start from the front. 4. Okay. 5. 'It would indeed be cool, but there's not really a way to do that for the players. Sadly. See, so we're at 5. 6. 10, 11. So I have 11 here. Let's see. $100. And then I will do lab, lost lab outpost, lost lab, and then what I will do is do now that's not to say that it's not possible in the future, but one thing I want to do is or one thing I will be doing this update is limiting how players repair skeletons. So like skeleton repair kits will be super complicated to make and super expensive. And then they will also be really rare. And then just so players don't feel like, oh hey, like I'll just throw my skeleton in a bed, the bed itself will be crafted and it'll consume a lot of power. Most of the high-tech stuff will. To offset that will be other generators. So you'll have upgraded generators. Like right now there is, if I go, yeah. Let's turn off effects. So if I go to power, turn this guy off. So you have your, no, not you. You have your small generator, your big generator, right? You have a small generator, big generator, and then now what you have is a third tech generator So, yeah. This guy will have to be placed inside, though. And then you won't get this until, like, tech level 5-ish. For now, it's set to 150. Like, this one's set to 40, this one's set to 100, and this one's set to 150. But the way I plan on doing it, so if we get out of interior here, the way I plan on doing it is, let me see, let's go to power, because I have all of these other options. So, not the distilleries. So you have your small generator, big generator, your third generator, which you can't place outside. You'll also have a geothermal generator, a salt generator, solar panels. They won't produce that much. You have your small wind generator. You have... Oh, there we go. Okay. So you have your solar panel. You have your... this guy. And then what you have are these guys, which you're used to. Yeah, and so solar is just, this is not really much you can do with it, but this is constant. So what I'm really going to do is this guy will actually be deleted, this solar panel here. So this one that you can place outside, probably, maybe. Because I think what I want to do is I want to use this guy and make players put it on the roof, which is what this one goes to. But so you have your big windmill, and then the way I want to do this is, so you have your big windmill, and instead of upgrading it to like +2, just for more power, what you'll do instead is you'll upgrade it to like 4 blades, and then you'll upgrade it to 5 blades, and then from there you'll upgrade it to 10 blades. So these guys will be like one-offs, right? You have to rely on the power of the wind, but you're able to directly upgrade them to be more efficient. And the power jump isn't going to be like super substantial. So from like this guy, you have 50, and then it'll be like, I think what I want to do is, because this guy's 25, so 25, 50, 75, 100, and then maybe like 150. And then your solar panels, depending on, I think what I want to do is I want to scale this guy up. No, it'll just be, so instead of having the +2 version, like this is Tech 3 and then +2, or this is 3 blades and then +2, what it'll be is this will be rank 1, this is rank 2, rank 3, rank 4. And so it'll get more expensive to upgrade as you go on, but it's a one-off. And then you can obviously rely on wind power. And then this guy, if I go to... oh, I can't change the scale. Yeah. Yeah, so this relies on water efficiency. It was really the only way she could... I'm pretty sure this was Katarina. It was really the only way she could dictate where this gets placed. And then this needs salt. But I think what I'm going to do is... so I'm going to take this, and then I'm gonna upgrade it into this, and then this panel will be available only on rooftops, which is what, you know, this panel does. Rooftop solar panel. But so the reason I want to do that, yeah, the reason I want to do something like this is, you'll get like this guy and this solar panel, or maybe the rooftop solar panel at the same time. So you'll be able to, the way, if you don't know, the way, even though I explain this almost every stream, the way I want technology to work in this version is you have every single tech level. So ignoring the fact that it's so messy right now, you have your core, right? So you have tech level 2. So if you look at this and see how it says, you know, you need 6 books and you need the small house. So your research artifact costs will be, and for the most part, up until about Tech 5, will be in the advancement in technology level. So your hard cap is the technology level itself, and then everything inside of that technology level requires materials. Materials you craft in that technology level, materials you crafted from before. So what it does is it slows players down without hindering them. So it's like the first technology level will be about camping, and then the second one will be about camping plus, but you get a small building. And then the third technology level will be about starting your base. So you'll have things like roads and lights and lamps and furniture and stuff like that. So then what you do is you take each base technology level and then you add something on top of it, and then you fill out like tech level 2. So instead of having like simple dwellings and stuff like that, that'll be at like rank 3. And then certain factions will have like a technology requirement. Most raids in the next update will be locked behind tech level 3. So when you're going through tech level 1 to tech level 2, you don't get that, you know, as soon as you put a base down, you're like instantly getting raided by the black dragon ninjas and the you know, the dust bandits and stuff like that. So you have time now to spend in tech level 1 and tech level 2 camping and exploring and preparing, and then when you get to tech level 3, you'll get stuff like this. You'll get like a bunch of the town exterior stuff. So actually, let's just remove all the goddamn foliage because it's in my way. Okay, so what you'll have is like you'll get your bridges. So this will be like one giant research, right? So it'll be like bridges. And so instead of limiting players here in this technology tree for the exterior stuff, you'll just have like, I don't know, maybe 10 engineering artifacts. So you take 10 engineering artifacts, you research this, and you unlock all the bridge types, right? So if players want to mess around and prepare their base, you know, let's say that, you know, your base is, you know, from here to here, and you want to build something here, but you need a bridge, you just unlock it all at once. Because I want to simplify a lot of things without oversimplifying. So now, let's say you're tech level 3, you've unlocked the bridges, and you build your little bridge base, and then you're like, you know what, because this area over here is higher, you're like, you know what, let's lay down some roads. So then you're like, okay, this is how I want, you know, my base to function. And, you know, maybe you're like, let's do something like this, and then, you know, let's put our roads here. And so now you have, obviously it's floating in the air, but now you have your base layout, and you're like, okay, so now that I have my roads down, I want this section to be crafting, I want this section to be farming, I want this section to be training. So now what you have is you have a base layout. So with your roads, then you take your roads and you go to something like town lights, and you're like, okay, what kind of lights do I want? Okay, let's put some, quarry posts down, and then, now you've got your base layout. And then what you do from there, once you have the base layout done, is then you start building your walls. And the one thing I want to try to avoid, though there's not a super easy way to avoid this because of the different sizes of the walls, the one thing I may ask Boron's help with in the future is something like, let me see, town, defense, nope, that's it, walls, right, walls. So the one thing I kind of might ask Boron's help with in the future, all of these sections, if we do this, so full section, and then let's do rank 2. So now you have a rank 2 and rank 1, and then you have rank 3. This is where stuff starts to become a little annoying. And you should obviously be able to see why. And snap, undo you, and then rank 5. So I think what I want to do is I want to ask Boron to extend these 2 walls ever so slightly so that they match, because then what I want the player to do, what they do now, right, but see, but that's also kind of annoying, is like, because I know from Tech 1 to Tech 2, you can upgrade from Tech 1 to Tech 2 the walls themselves, and then you slap a ramp on. But what I want to do is I want to extend Tech 2 and Tech 1 so that they match, because Tech 3 can be upgraded into Tech 4, and then Tech 4 upgraded into Tech 5. And then what you would have to do is just take down the ramps that you have attached and then reattach new ramps. So instead of having to upgrade from Tech 1 to Tech 2, and then to Tech 3, you have to destroy Tech 2 and then rebuild your walls, instead you just upgrade through the ranks. But yeah, and then it won't really work with gates, mostly because the gates are such, different sizes. But if I can fix the walls themselves, then I think players will be very happy. It'll cause a little bit of issues. Instead of tearing them down and rebuilding them, it'll cause some small, minor issues. But I think players overall will like the experience better, knowing that they can upgrade their walls instead of, holy cow, I just realized I use my hands so much when I talk. It'll make the player experience better because they're able to upgrade from one wall directly into the next. Which, and maybe they look at, maybe they build their everything with a rank 3 wall. But yeah, so then the idea is to build parallel. So instead of, like what you see here is like furniture variations and hive technology and small morehouses. Yeah. So what you will see is like here, because you're new to the stream, I don't know if you've ever watched a stream before, but one thing I also want players to do is like, this is your very first fabric chest, right? And then I want players to be able to, well, this is a terrible example. Let's see. Let's just put an L house down. So we'll go, yep, okay. So one thing that I want players to get used to as well is like, so this is your first tier fabric chest. Yeah, shut up. Okay, so now this is your tier 2 fabric chest. And then you have stuff like, let me see. Oh, and then so, because I've added so many new assets, storage, research, you now have stuff like, obviously this will require Shift F12, but you have stuff like this, and you have, you know, a bookshelf, and you have wall 1 bookshelf. So now you have visually distinct storage chests, and you know what goes in there. So then let's take a look at, you see, okay, so you have skins 1, and then you have skins 2. These will actually be replaced. So you have skin 1, skins 2, and then you have so you have steel bars 1. Oh, and by the way, these, they randomize. So every time, I'm pretty sure it's these. Yeah. So if you look at this one, you see how it has these extra shelves, and then it has the steel bars here, and then this one doesn't. So this is the same thing. And then you'll have this is rank 2. Okay, so I guess the tarp's randomized. And then this is rank 3. This is rank 3. And then despite the fact that these all look similar, you can tell what they are because they have their materials laid out on the side. So then if we go up to the second floor, you have stuff like this. So if we take a look at the stone storage, I don't know if this one randomizes. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it has a scrap top here, and then stone inside, and then a closed top, and then stone inside. Yeah. And then you have stuff like this, tooled bones. So you have little embalming kits. You've probably already seen these, and then so this is your wheat straw storage now. Has a little hoe on the side, and you get a little cut into it to see that there's wheat straw in there. Same thing with green fruit, and most of them, except this one just has a green fruit on the top. Let me see. You have a bunch of new food storage, food store, food sack, food barrel, food shelf, bread basket, and a crate. Yeah. And then so now what you have, oh, I already put a crate down. So now what you have, even though these are all general storage, except for the food basket, these are all general storage. So now what you have is items that are not only useful, but they can be decorative too. So let's see. We have fuel. Well, you've probably already seen the fuel stuff. Let me see. This is coal. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be coal. Hemp. These are your hemp barrels. So now you have hemp. Iron plates. They're the same thing as the big guy downstairs. So instead, they have iron plates on the side. Leather. It's the same thing as the skins downstairs. You go from a barrel to the leather storage. Meat, you have foul meat storage. You have regular meat storage. Bone marrow, I don't think you can get. Yeah, so foul meat. So what I would probably do is remove the bone marrow. Yeah, so meat has a little cleaver on the side. You have your iron ore storage, scrap metal storage, copper ore. So iron, copper, scrap metal. Rice weed, pretty much same thing, same deal. There's just rice weed on top. Nothing in there though. Then you have your robotics. Oh, this didn't? Okay, there you go. Then you have your little presses down there and stuff like that. Let's see. Steel bars I showed you. Green fruit showed you. Fuel showed you. Fishing bait. These are all barrels, so I have to redo these. Electrical storage. How hard would it be to change the material cost of all the armor and weapons? From what perspective? Do you mean inside of Genesis, or do you mean from other mods? Because I won't be balancing armor and weapons for a while until the core mechanics of the game are balanced and good enough. Copper alloy, these small boxes. It's got copper sitting there. Chainmail 2. This one again, except it's got chain hanging on the side. In theory, it shouldn't be too hard. You have your vault box. General storage barrels. Armor plates. They get the same treatment as these guys. Just got it leaning up there. Little armor plate. And then you have various armor stands. And then you have armor storage, which also randomizes. And then I'm pretty sure these two guys randomize. But yeah, so your armor storage randomizes. This only fits one single armor piece. But yeah, so stuff like this, this as an armor storage will be gone. This chest. And then animal parts. What I'm actually going to do is change animal parts to hold the skins instead. Skins, eggs, stuff like that. This will be a pretty big storage. Alcohol. And then I'm going to get rid of these barrels. And then instead, give players access to this, which is actually just a bar shelf. Then you have a storage for AI cores. But yeah, so this will exclusively hold your alcohol. This can go away. And then you have a small steel storage. So realistically, what I want to do is stuff like these guys will go outside. You won't be able to build these inside the big boxes, including the ore and stuff like that. And then these. So you'll want to build them close to your buildings, but you won't build them in your buildings, which should give you a bunch of variation. I might leave the smaller boxes able to be built in buildings. You have your medic crate, which is vanilla. Flower storage, fabric chest drinks. Crossbow locker. I'm pretty sure there's a model somewhere. And then you have your, these storage boxes are for camping. So camp box, sticks, leather and skin, crops, planks, fabric, or wood. And then you have your food storage, and then meat bucket, food barrel, small bread basket. Yep, and then that's it. And then storage, and then for what I really need to do is you have prince heads, drone heads, soldier heads. So these will hold like bounty items. And then you have, there wasn't really much I could do for when I made the backpack storage. So you have your backpack storage cabinet. You have a animal feeder, then pet food. But yeah, then so you have stuff like this, the pet gibble, which is just the flour sack, but it's got a different texture. I'm pretty sure this is just the concrete texture. Anything noteworthy? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. I love these models. But yeah, then so you have oh Jesus Christ. Let's do this and then clear. Okay. So now you have all of your interior stuff, and then for this, I'm probably just going to give the player most furniture items, unless I can lock them behind like faction-specific stuff. So you have like this thing. You have a bunch of animated stands. You have this bookshelf, which I meant to move. You have tables that do games. Go. So let's see, dice, cards. So now he'll sit at the table and hold cards, gaming tables, cat crawlers. Gonna put that into game tables. You have stuff like grave animations, prey. Let me see. Then you have your grave, or this grave. I added this by a streamer's request. In this grave. You have these, which these are supposed to go outside, I think. Yeah. So these go outside. Let me see. You have a flute pillow, a lute pillow, a smoking pillow. You have a reading stool, a reading bench, a reading spot on the floor. You have a decorative, well, I mean, technically it's just a normal counter. You have a bar spot. You have drink spot. You have an eating spot. And then you have a shopkeeper spot. So if I come here and then pull my guy over here. Okay. Come upstairs, stupid. Okay. So you have, let me see. You have a smoking spot. So he's smoking. You have a lute spot. You have a flute spot. He's reading. He's obviously too big. Reading a book. The lusty skeleton maid. He's reading a book. He's drinking, eating, and then wiping the bar down. But yeah, so one thing that I did that I was actually super proud of, if we go to, let's see, if we go to, I could go to heft, but that's going to take a second to load. Black Scratch? So whenever you see these types of buildings, whoops, they actually have, let's give it a second to load in. They actually have these animation spots, so ignoring the fact that I accidentally tilted the building. So these will actually, like, they animate, yeah. And then if you didn't see, I don't know if you watched the video, but let's see. Let's go to, if we go to Shark real quick. This may take a second to load in. Whoops. Okay, it crashed. But I built the casino. I built the casino completely out. Sure, let's just go to way station. I'm probably loading too much around the game. Which is probably why I crashed. So this is one of the new ruin types. This is a abandoned way station. So eventually what you'll be able to do is I've got to figure out how I want to do it, but you'll find more way station ruins across the world. These will never repair just because they're abandoned. Let's see. Let's go to Shark M. Let's just let it load in. Gonna take a second. Do 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 do. It won't normally take this long to load in vanilla, or without the mods that I have installed. It may take a little while because I've got to go through and optimize the textures and stuff like that. But I am playing on, if you're wondering, I'm playing on ultra max settings. Well, I mean, I guess technically I could upgrade my texture quality too. All right, Jordan, I'll see you later. Yeah, I'm also fully teleporting directly into a let me see, fog. Okay. So this is the new casino. All right, Ranger, I'll see you later. So, just simple animations. This guy, he's got cards in his hand. You can actually see what his cards are. Stuff like that. They're eating, he's drinking, he's playing cards. These guys are all playing a dice game. And then, as you can see, the bar will eventually fill out. So, drinking over here. This guy is playing the flute, playing Go, eating. And then almost nobody sits in here. Surprised there's nobody in the smoking section. And then if I come over here, let me see, one, teleport. You even have a shower that you can use. What's up, hard light? So you have a shower you can use, and then you have a bathtub. Yeah, it's funny, but the bathtub acts like a bed. So paid 50C for bed rental, but the bathtub acts like a bed. And then you have these beds too. They don't. These guys randomize. Like this one has cloth storage on it. But yeah. So the general idea is to take a book out of. Let's go into the desert. So you'll start off with, and I've done this a couple of times on stream as well. You'll start off with, like these are your different. You won't be able to craft this guy, or this guy, but these are the different camp beds. So not craftable, not craftable. This is crafted with a bedroll. This will be crafted with a piece of fabric and like a stick or something. This will be crafted with stone. This will be crafted with an upgraded bedroll. So this will actually heal you more, and then this will be crafted with wood and like 2 fabric or something like that. So the general idea is that the camping stuff is going to be super cheap, but it will have benefits. So quick to build, cheap to build, but it doesn't have necessarily like these beds. They will not heal you, much like in vanilla, they will not heal you as fast as normal beds. And then you have stuff like campfires. You won't be able to craft all of these because you won't need all of them. Like the one thing I'm so you won't. I mean, you'll be able to craft the cozy campfire, but it'll just be a light source. So if we turn these guys on, so this will craft like basic camping meals. This will be in cannibal areas. This will craft your bread on the go. This will craft like stews, and then this is just a really big light source. Sadly, no. One thing I was thinking about is maybe for this cozy campfire and this bonfire, what I might be able to do is add use nodes around it. So you would like walk up to it and then left click, and then you're able to sit down, and it'll have like a slight healing buff. Maybe I can do that. But that'll be something in the future I'll have to look at. And then you have like camp production. So these will be cheap to make. So you have, tanning rack, camp well, a loom, a millstone. So the camp well you'll be able to build, and then you can also, farm. So planter boxes. Oh, and then wheat. So then they're not going to give you a lot of yield, but they're and they will use a lot more water, which is what the camping wells are for. So you'll probably have to bring water with you if you intend to farm on the go. But yeah, so then you have farming on the go. You have your rain collector, and then you have sitting These are pretty simple, but they're unique assets. So if you're sitting, and then the rock spot. Yeah. Then you have your tables. These will be built with a new buyable material. I don't know why you would need a table, but if you want to make a fancy little camping spot. And then you have tents. So you have all kinds of tents. A big tent, small regular tent. You have a scrap tent. You have a long tent. You have a small tent. You have a merc tent. You have a flat shelter. You have a shade cover. You have a medium tent. And then you have a quick and dirty tent. You have an arch tent. You have a covered tent. And that's it. So these pretty much all do the same thing. They protect you from the weather. This one looks like it has storage and stuff like that, but it is just a tent. And then you have camping tents. And then so, excuse me. So instead of having to lay down a sleeping spot and then throw a tent underneath it, you have these guys. So then you have this protects you from acid and heals you, and it'll heal you more than these beds down here. And then you have survival tents. So you have these will be crafted on the go. You have a small tent. You have a medium tent. So 1 person, 2 person, and then 3 person. So these will be easy to make on the go. These you'll have to bring materials with you to make. And then this is your tent making kit. So you actually use this to make tents. But yeah. So players have a lot of assets to play with. They have a lot of opportunity to explore the world. And then so what I'm doing now is actually, if we close this out, just so I don't save anything. Canva, if you do not shut the hell up. So what I'm doing now is I'm working on the templates for the ruins that I'm remaking. So if you're on the Discord server, if you're not on the Discord server, I would say if you're waiting for the Genesis update, you can actually just join the Discord server up in the top right-hand corner. But what I'm currently working on, and the reason I say that, if you subscribe on Twitch, you get access to the donator channel. If you boost the server, the Discord server, you get access to the donator channel. If you subscribe through the bot, you get access to the donator channel. If you subscribe through Discord, you get access through the donator channel, and then the beta is there. So what I'm actually working on now is the templates and the loot, not necessarily the balance, but as a little spoiler here, for those of you that are new but you're watching, there are new enemies in the ruins. Along with spiders. Let's turn this off. They're not too strong. They're animals that are modeled like skeletons. All right, hurry up. Just kill them already. Jesus Christ. They don't have any ragdolls though. So so they die standing up. Oh. Yeah, so what I'm working on now is the loot balance. I've got to replace these basic food stores. Um, but so if we come up here, and I'll let these guys play out. But they have like 200, 300 stats, health wise. But they're in the 60 range. Now these guys don't show up until like high level loot. So when you start looking for these spiders will be more common than the enforcers are. They die standing up, and that cracks me the fuck up. Oh, because they don't have a ragdoll. Where the hell are you going? Get your ass back here. Yeah, so I'm going through and making sure that the loot is balanced. It's not going to appear in the same spot every time, but I want to make sure that every ruin is worth looting for the player. Doesn't matter what the ruin is, doesn't matter how many times you've seen a ruin. I want every ruin to be worth looting for the player. And then what you might like are the vaults. And I'll show you one of them now. One of them is in Iron Trail. And how do I put this? They're hard. So they have new boss mobs. Let's go down to the base floor. I'm gonna be so mad if I messed up the spawn. Oh, here they come. Okay. Here they come. So they do have skeletons. Most of them have their heads removed. But they also have these guys. The iron sides. They also have the enforcers. This one, I do not recall. Nice. I'm assuming hard like your Krillini. Yeah. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I actually redid with the new assets. So if we zoom out here a little bit, Remind me when I get off stream, and I'll actually enable that feature on the server, because I wanted to lock a bunch of features behind the paywall, so people who do support the server, they get opportunities to do stuff other people can't. But yeah, so I rebuilt the top layer. So you have this will sometimes spawn the research materials and blueprints in here. But yeah, so you've got your electrical components, robotics components. There's also, I've got to go through and seed the loot, but there's loot up here. And then the vaults are where you get the I2 frames for your own iron side, because there's a couple iron sides you can recruit. She's a recruit, by the way, if you don't know that. So they have AI cores, motors. Okay, and then Whistler is a recruit. So the one thing I do want to do is the useless shit like this. You will actually have a use for. So you won't be able to craft motors, and you won't be able to craft. You'll obviously be able to craft stuff like this. And then medical supplies, you'll need these. Okay, so let's go through this one at a time before I start getting fucking off topic, trying to not keep my my brain in order. Okay, so the motors, maybe, can you? But the motors will be needed for generators, and windmills. So you'll have more reason to use these. The motors and then the medical supplies, they won't just be a trade item. No, I think that's skeleton limbs, maybe. Oh, um, but yeah. So medical supplies, you'll need these, and you won't be able to craft these. You'll only be able to trade and find these. So medical supplies, you'll need for. So instead of something like, how would I put this? Instead of something like fabric, and then something else, and then something else, and then something else. You'll need medical supplies to craft all types of different medical gear. And then something like this, like the power core, you'll also need this for power generation. Motor. And then generator cores, you'll need these for generators as well. You've got a legendary weapon in here, spawns with some other stuff. Armor stores. There might be armor in there. Steel. I have no idea if you can actually. Well, you guys have to realize I haven't played in fucking. Oh, I haven't played Kenshi in so long. So maybe you can. Let me see. Motor Kenshi. I am hungry as a motherfucker. Oh yeah, you can. Electrical component, iron plates, motor. Used and robotic components. Okay. Okay, so there would be no reason to remove this. Crafting artificial limbs and skeleton repair kits. Yeah. But you won't be able to craft skeleton repair kits anymore. You'll have to buy them. Yeah. Yeah. So new interior. Some of them Like if we go over here and go to Vault 2. By the way, the vaults don't have to be done in order, just as a heads up. Because I know some people, they'll get super OCD about it, but yeah, I didn't want to. You can talk to Kenshi here and recruit him. Would be nice if they were extremely expensive to make. So the problem with being able to make them is that if I want to balance the economy around skeletons, if I make them craftable, players will find a way to cheese that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I want to limit as much cheesing as I possibly can. Let me see. And then we were working on labs. Yeah, I don't mind, because I'll have to figure out like how I want players. Bear in mind, so one thing that I will say is that I am not entirely finished with like the tech update planning, which is why I'm waiting on all of the assets to come in. So I will say this: I don't want players to get stuck in a time investment when they're researching and crafting. I don't mind something taking like 2-3 days to craft, but I don't want to do anything like each component to craft a skeleton repair kit will take 72 hours, and then so to craft one skeleton repair kit, it takes you 2 weeks, right? Because that's the problem with the current optimization for bases. You spend so much time. Well, that's just it. You spend so much time instead of so much materials. And so the trade-off here is going to be you're going to have to invest a metric butt ton of materials and industry to support the high level stuff. Yeah, so the authentic repair kits you'll still be able to get those cheap, but they will have the obvious downside of being, well, cheap. Um, and then Krillini, so because you just subbed on the server, make sure that I would recommend that you start a new game. Yeah, they do have less charges and quality. I'll have to tweak them. And then as a heads up, because you did just sub on the server, if you're gonna get the beta, remember that there are almost no ruins currently in game. But what ruins are there are unique, like this guy, everybody's favorite reprogramming workshop. Everybody's favorite reprogramming workshop now has completely unique skeletons in it. What's up, J-Cat? And thanks for the bits. You always come in here with bits. Yeah, so now they have completely unique skeletons in them. And so this should still work. So if you want to recruit these guys, this still should work with the completely separate mod of like recruit skeleton reprogramming or whatever that mod is. So you can recruit these guys. But in Genesis, you cannot. Let me see. There's a whole bunch of new tech stuff. Like, you have these guys. So these guys you'll find in the vaults as well. Yeah, I've got to balance the dogs. Yeah. Bits to show at least a little support. Yep. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so I've got to balance the dogs. I did finally balance the Grieve Wraiths. I'm pretty happy with where they sit at overall. I've got to get player feedback on the Grieve Wraiths, but I spent maybe 6 hours over 2 streams balancing them and tweaking their damage and stuff like that. They can still hit upwards of 200 if you're naked. So if you have like a new Hiver recruit and you're going through Shun or Shun, the Grieve Wraiths will absolutely decimate them, but you throw a bit of armor on them and they should be okay. They will still absolutely decimate your animals though. Then let's see. Yeah. I'm redoing a bunch of the stuff. Morn's gonna get an upgrade when I get the new assets. That'll be part 2. Trying not to show too many things so I don't spoil it for everyone. What do you mean the Whistler is a recruit? I'll show you. Yeah, have a good one, Smell. Let me see. Sneak. Stealth KO. You little bitch. Stealth KO. Go. Don't kill her, damn it. Oh. What is her faction called? Okay, so anyways, you're supposed to knock her down and then put her in a cage. And then she tells you what she is and who she is, and you have to listen to her story in order to recruit her. Of course, I'm playing on a developer character, so I just one-shot her right off the bat. God damn, she got a fat butt. But yeah, so there's a lot of there'll be a lot of recruits and stuff like that that you can get through weird means and quests and stuff like that. But she will be tied to the. You don't get her skeletons, by the way. The skeletons, you should still kill the skeletons. But you'll get her as a recruit. And then she will have interjection dialogue with. Where the fuck is it at? With the quest line in Howler's Maze. Yeah, Howler's Maze. So she'll have dialogue for the Howler's Maze. Yeah, the mega crabs will make a return in Pits East because there is a mega crab in Crabtown. Mega crab. Yeah, so what I'll likely do is I don't know, put them like somewhere over here or something. Uber crab. And then in the newest version, excusez-moi, I'll probably jump off here in a bit. There is a city in here. There's a city inside the ancient ruins. You get in over here. Yep. Yeah, so I don't just want even if okay, so this is something that I was kind of I had a whole lot of fun with. I don't know if you've ever seen these guys. So if you don't know, in vanilla, excuse me, this will take a second. The hive villages are all the same village. And I wanted to keep that, but I wanted to use them as a template. So what I did in the FCS was I added a lot of buildings, but I made them like specific. So now you have something like this. If I turn off foliage, effects, and fog. So now you have this town, right? And it has a bunch of hive huts, and it has a little hiver bar, and it has a trader, but it doesn't have a robotics shop. And then the tower, by the way, is their police station. But then, so if you go from this high village to this high village, now you have, it's the same exact high village, but it has completely different stuff in it because of the buildings are different, which I thought was cool. I actually really like that. This will take a second to load in as well. Okay, so now you have the police station and you have a bar, but you also have a trader's shop and you have a robotics shop. And then if you go to this high village, this has a trader and a bar, and it has a factory. So high factories are worth stealing from. And then I tried to mix and match stuff so that when players are coming along, like this has a giant tree here, so that when players are coming along and they see it, they're like, they visually know, oh, that's a high village, and I know that they're terrible at building, because some of them use gates and some of them don't use gates. And then you have this high village, which is probably my favorite because it's one of the more advanced ones. But it has a high factory, a trader, a robotics shop, and a bar. No, that's the cannibals. Oh, have you seen the? Yeah, thank you. Have you seen? So this, let's see. Let's jump up to cannibals really quickly. Let's go to. Where would I want to go? Let's go to Dead Cat real quick. So here's a cool feature I added in. Cannibals will now eat each other. Let's see. And what I did was, if we take a look here, let's turn off the foliage again. So now they have a whole bunch of new items. Like this is like bone and iron, some kind of war pick. This guy's got a big club. This guy's got a tibula as a shank. This guy's got a club with chains on it. This guy's got a long pole catcher. This guy's got a club with iron spikes and skulls on it. Iron spikes and skulls. This guy's got an arm as a bat. Let's see. And then so you can tell that these guys, this guy's got a pole catcher with a skull on it. These guys don't have armor anymore. Let's see if one of them spawns somewhere. But, no, you bring your ass back here. There we go. So these guys do. So sometimes they'll have this. Like she doesn't have like full chest armor. She's only got an arm armor. But the tenderizer, or as he's called, the meat beater, has the tenderizer on his back, and he's fully kitted out. They've got random armor. I think I've gotta optimize the chances of armor, because I don't want them to always have armor. Like these guys are always spawning with armor, and then you have the spiky cannibal. He's got the Punisher. Let me see. And then you have the man catcher, and he's got the man catcher. Another Punisher. Another Punisher. But yeah. And then, so one thing I want to work on is players should be able to use prisoners as a tribute to the cannibals in the north. This won't happen until the next update cycle, because I have to figure out how I want to do it. But this will have some lore implications that I'm not going to spoil on stream, but I think players will like a lot. So when you get raided, their dialogue will start off looking for prisoners. And then if they see prisoners, much like slavers, they'll take them and then they fuck off. So you'll be able to avoid a raid every time, so long as you stock the fridge, if you know what I mean. Yep. Yep, yeah. But yeah, so players should be able. Sorry, I was looking at Discord real quick. Players should be able to basically offer tribute to the cannibal raids, keeping them off their back. This obviously won't work for roaming squads, but roaming squads can also be used to avoid them attacking your walls and gates and stuff like that. Yeah. And any other cool things? Not off the top of my head. Oh, Camel's making some. I don't know if you saw it, but Camel's making some new armors. Technically, they're not new; they're old. Yeah, so fishmen will have armor. Armor unique to them, which should be really fun. Let me see. I don't even remember what the hell I was supposed to be doing. Oh, labs. Right, and then I wanted to check out what the hell a tech lab was. Let me see, what time is it? 7:18. That's fine. So let's see, ancient tech lab. So I think what I want to do here for the tech lab and the lost lab is, well, I guess there are none of them. Did you spawn me in? You spawned me in a Holy Nation place. So let's see. Lost lab. You can go away. Tech lab. Let's go. Okay, let's go to just go up north, up north, up north, up north, north. Shift F12, buildings, outpost, towns, ancient tech lab, town placement, ancient citadel, sure. Sure. Save, exit, close. Save, minimize, open, sesame. Yeah, I'm excited to get this update out, and I'm excited to get it done and into players' hands. And then, once I get this into players' hands, I'll be able to start on the dialogue and AI, which is going to be really fun. Okay, so it's just... Alright, so this is the guy. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the labs themselves spawn AI cores, but like through special items. Yeah, there's an AI core. Yeah. So instead I'll do... Instead of a tech lab, I'll just make all labs tech related. Yeah, dialogue. Dialogue is going to be fun. I guess now that I'm in the FCS, I'll show you what I want to do. So if you go to dialogue packages in the FCS, you have all of these dialogue packages, right? Some of them are needed for uniques, but for instance, if we take a look at... Ouch. Let's see. Who has... Okay, so let me just put it like this. General world check, since this is the dialogue I was talking about. Okay, so most packages, if you open them up, they have like maybe like announcement, maybe like being healed, maybe if you're stronger than them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a generic package, and I'm going to fill out every single one of these events. Windy doesn't work. But I'm going to fill out every single one of the events, and then that'll be the very base package for everyone. And then so what I'll be able to do, like if I do, like if I open this, bought for me slavery, right? So I'll be able to remove all of these and put them in here. And then so because everybody in the game will use this generic package, I'll be able to add, and players will be able to help me add, or writers will be able to help me add thousands of lines of dialogue. And so what me and the community will be able to do is, like, let's say they do, like, I'm pretty sure there's probably marked death. Nope. Let me see. Recruit player. So like Agnew's dialogue package. What I will likely do is just make one giant unique dialogue package. Like it'll be like vanilla unique dialogue, so that everyone will be able to react to everything. But yeah, so you'll have like ex slave spotted, and every recruit and every character in the game will have, unique dialogue. It'll be like if they are a slaver, if faction slaver, or if character slaver, be aggressive towards the slave. Hey, I see you're a slave, or escape prisoner, etc. Like guards will be able to all react and stuff like that. So with one massive base package, then what I can do is up here where it says inherits from, then I can do like world leaders package, inherits from generic package. So then what I can do is focus on, like say Tengu and his quest line. So you'll have the world leaders, and then you'll go and you'll find Tengu's dialogue, and you'll open Tengu's dialogue, and the only thing I need to add there is EV player talk to me. And then so now that talk to me dialogue also stacks on top of other dialogue. And so you'll have people will comment about, like AI, the NPCs, they'll talk to each other. They'll comment about their day. They'll comment about the job. They'll comment about world states, stuff like that. Like bar talk. Whenever anybody is in a bar, they'll be able to interact with each other. It doesn't matter if they're a noble, it doesn't matter if they're a guard or a mercenary or a policeman or whatever. They'll all be able to interact with each other. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get that done. But anyways, let me kill the stream here, and I will see you guys Saturday for the mod playthrough. I have no idea what mod I'm going to play yet. But yeah, once that generic package is done, it's going to be, the community is going to have pretty much open access to the mod, and then they'll be able to make little patches and stuff like that. And then I'll be able to add them in, and yeah. Thank you everybody who stopped by. If you are watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I will catch you guys Saturday for the mod review playthrough.